Good morning, welcome to Morning Maths Day 19. Let's get started. Question 1. Value of the 3 in 322. There's a picture of 322. 322. 300s. 1, 2, 3. 2 tens, 2t. 1, 2. And 2 units. They're small, aren't they? 1, 2. What's the value of the 3? 300s is our answer to question 1. 300s. As a number in the form of digits or figures, it is 300. So that's question 1. Make sure you keep up with a copy in your 3s. And anyone else? We'll move on to question 2. I'll put that at the top actually. Question 2 is here. So 56 plus 8. 56 plus 8. Different ways of doing this. One of them is counting on your fingers. So you get your fists and they're closed. And you say 56 because that's where we're starting. And then as we start counting on, we start counting with our fingers. So we go 56, which is just our fists. And then we go 57. 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. And we stop when we've got 8 fingers up. They're my fingers. I don't know if they look like them. But the answer is 64. So you can write 56 plus 8 equals 64. You don't have to do the column method as well. I'll show you how it works in the column method, which will also get us the answer of 64. 8 plus 6. 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that was a bit wobbly. 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 14. 4 carried a 1, 14. 5 plus little 1 is 6. So it's definitely 64. 56 plus 8 equals, I'm going to have to squeeze this a bit, 64. And we'll be on question 3. Question 3 is minus 12 minus 1. You probably know that instantly. 12 take away just 1. It's going to be near to 12. 12, I'll use this number line, take away 1 is 11. 12 take away 1 is 11. We'll move to question 4. Question 4, 5 times 7. We can sing this one. It's when you've got 5, but you haven't just got it once, you've got it 7 times. 5 times 7. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I counted my 5s on my fingers 7 times and I got to 35. That's question 4. We'll go on to question 5. 9 divided by 3, that's why I've got the apples. So I can share 9 out between 3. Division is sharing. I'll do some stick people. You don't have to do this, of course. You don't have to draw the stick people. You can just put the 9 into 3 groups. And some of you will start to automatically know the answer anyway. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, another 1 for you, another 1 for you, and another 1 for you. And 1 more for you can stand on that one. And you. Oh, they look good standing on those. And you. How many apples has each person got? 3. 1, 2, 3. Because 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Time to move on to question 6, year 4 work. I'll just eat these apples quickly. Question 6. Value of the 4 in 3,465. What's the value of the 4 in there? Units, tens, hundreds. It is 400s. Next column would be thousands, but we only need the hundreds column. It's 400s. In digits, 4, 0, 0. That's the value of the 4. Keep this little number line. Right, question 7. 275 more than 100. So you could do this in column method. 275 more than 100. But really, we are just changing the hundreds column. Units column won't change, it will still be 5. Tens column won't change, it will still be 7. The hundreds column, 200 plus 100 is 300. So 275, when you add 100, it's just going to be 375. So you probably don't need to use the column method in most situations to get 375. Let's go on to question 8. 345 minus 124. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4. 345 minus 124. 5, take away 4, 1. This is an easy takeaway, isn't it? 4 take away 2, 2. 3 take away 1, 2. No help needed or anything like that. Everything just worked in that one. I don't know why that was so easy. I think I did it right. Sometimes it's suspicious when things are so easy. Question 9. Let's see if I can get the grid in here. 58 multiplied by 3. 58 multiplied by 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Place a 0. 3 times 8. 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15, 18, 21 and 24 is 24. So it's 150 and 24 put together. 150 plus 24, which is going to be, I haven't got very much space here. It's going to be 174 anyway when we add them. So the answer is 174. There's question 9 done already. And we go on to question 10. I've got about 8 only. What's question 10? 500 divided by 5. You might just know that instantly. If you had 500, you share it between 5. Each person's going to get 100. It's an easy bus stop as well. 500 divided by 5. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 into 0 is 0. The answer is 100. 500 divided by 5 is 100. Let's move on to question 11, year 5 level. Value of the 8 in 3.28. Value of the 8. That's this one. Units is before the decimal point. Tenths, otherwise known as a little t. Hundredths, otherwise known as a little h. So it's 8 hundredths with that th sound on the end. 8 hundredths. And as a fraction, 8 over 100, because it's in the hundredths column. As a fraction, that's a fraction, 8 hundredths. And as a decimal, 0.08. There we go. Question 12. Sum means, I hope you know what sign sum means. Sum means plus. Sum of 3,571 and 5,842. This lines up very well, very nicely. Nothing sticking out in this question. We'll do the add-in. 1 plus 2 is of course 3. 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 1, 14. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 1, 9. It's roughly 4,000 plus 6,000, but it's not quite that big. It's not quite 10,000. It's 9,413. Checking over that before question 13. Question 13 is a minus. Biggest number at the top, which is at the front this time. In fact, if there's just a sign there, no words, it's going to be, you have to put the first number first, basically. You have to put the first number at the top. If it's words, it might be a bit more complex than that. But anyway, we've got the biggest number at the top, which is what we need for column subtraction, column take away, column minus. Let's do this column minus. 2 minus 5 we can't do. Borrow from the 6 or take from the 6. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 9, a bit stuck again. Because 5, did I say that right? 5 minus 9, we can't do it because 5 is too small to take away 9. 5 needs some help from this big 4 in the thousands column, which goes down to a 3. 15 take away 9 is 6. 3 take away 2 is 1. 1,647. Time for question 14. Multiplication, 7,432 times 5. So we haven't got 7,432 just one time, we've got it 5 times, which is going to be big. It's going to be a 5-digit answer. I'm sure of that. 5 times 10, whoops, 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1, 16. 5 times 4, 20, plus 1, 21. 5 times 7, 35, plus 2, 37. 37,160. I'm checking while you might be copying perhaps. Commas go 3 from the end if you use them. If you don't understand how to use them, leave them out, because you don't have to have the commas in. I can fit question 15 on here with the bus stop. 32.85 divided by 5. Just line up the decimal point, divided by 5. First number goes inside the bus stop. It's often the biggest number, but not always. How many 5s in 3? Sing your 5s, don't go past 3. You can't sing anything. 0. Let's use that 3 later on then. Move on the 3. Carry on the 3. How many 5s in 32? 5, 10, 15, 20. I got mixed up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 6 got me up to 30, but that's 32. So it's a remainder of 2. How many 5s in 28? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is 5 on my fingers. But I saying 25, that's 28. The remainder is 26, 27, 28. The remainder is 3. And 5 does fit into 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 7, my fingers were telling me as I counted on my fingers. Let's move on to year 6 level. Question 16. Value of 6 in 4.526. Don't be tricked and think this is a units column. I doubt you are tricked by that anymore, because you've done a few of these. Units columns before the decimal point. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. 6 thousandths is the answer. 6 thousandths. As a fraction, 6 in the thousandths column, because the other way of writing the hats, of course, is tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. And we're dealing with the thousandths column. As a decimal, 0.006, because that's the number we're talking about. 0.006. Question 17. $2.567 plus 8.5. Line up the decimal point. Okay, 7, 6, 10. 2 and 8 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 11.067. 11.067. That looks right. And we're on question 18. We've been doing this type of question 18, for a long time now. It's going to change soon, but hopefully you'll be so used to that you have to put the 0.00 on that you'll always remember it now. Because these are a trick question they use in the SATs and many other tests. 8 is bigger than 2 and a bit, so 8 goes on the top, but it needs 0.00 to make the column method work out. There we go. 8 take away 2 and a bit is 5 and a bit. We'll move on to question 19. 1919, 1919 times 8. Some easy times tables, some difficult ones. 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 1 is just 8, plus 7, 15. 8 times 9, 72, plus 1, 73. 8 times 1, 8, plus 7, 15. 15,352. I'll just check over it. And we're on question 20. 4.875. 20. 4.875 divided by 3. Line up the decimal point. Did you get 1.625? Let's go on to the answers. As you've probably noticed, once in a while there might be a small mistake in these answers. My workings will be correct because I've checked them all. Sometimes, if there's a small mistake, see if you notice it. Always good to look out for mistakes because these are done on a calculator. If I press the wrong button, sometimes I haven't noticed, which is not great, but I've done about, I don't know how many questions I've done of these, thousands of these questions now. And calculators are, I find, are less accurate than humans. If humans check carefully, they're often better than calculators. So that's today done. I'll see you next time.